welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're new here, welcome. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be covering the 2025 Canadian federal election for the next Prime Minister of Canada. So we're going to find out what is going on in terms of the Canadian politics. It is taking place on April 28, 2025. So we're going to find out who's going to win. Right now we do have current Prime Minister Mark Carney, who has taken over for Justin Trudeau, who has resigned from the Liberal Party, and Mark Carney was the next in line. We also do have as well, Pierre Poilievre, who represents the Conservative wing of the party in Canada. Then we have all these other multi-party systems, and I will go over those parties if they do show up in the cards. But more so than that, we're likely to see either a Liberal Party win or a Conservative Party win. So we're going to find out in today's video. Now remember, blue symbolizes the Conservative Party and red symbolizes the Liberal Party. Complete opposite in here in the United States. It used to be the actual in the US, we used to have the Democrats represented as the color red and the Republicans represented as blue. It has since then switched. But it used to be just like that as well. Anyway, this video is being recorded on none other than Friday, April 11th at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This video is just for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only as well. If you want to help out this channel grow, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, engaging with the content really helps out the channel grow. And sharing this video really allows us to really boost our engagement. Now, if you want to be notified when I do post and upload, go into the comment section below or the description and follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group, and I will personally notify you when I do post and upload next. Alright, that's a lot of information. I do apologize for that. Let's go over to Canada. Let's find out exactly what's going on here in the Canadian politics. Mark Carney for the Liberal Party, Pierre Poilievre for the Conservative. I love the way that name sounds. We have here the Bloc Quebec. We have New Democratic, Green Party, and of course the People's Party. So there is that running in the Canadian election and as of April 28, 2025. Now if you do want to watch my other political videos, you can do so by following my description. Excuse me, you can go into the comment section below or the description and follow and watch all my videos in regards to the Canadian election. I apologize earlier, I did misspeak, but those videos will be linked in the description and the comment section below. And also, I might be able to have the luxury of putting them at the end of this video as well. There's a lot more than just two, so go to the description or the comment section below to watch the Canadian election. And what I said was going to take place back then, I said Pierre Poilievre was likely to win because he represents the right and he was favored by 45, indirectly, of course. And then there's that. But let's find out if things have changed. I assume things have changed since 45 tariffs and situation like that. Let's see if the cards agree or disagree. If the cards have been very consistent, it has been Pierre Poilievre. But now that we know the candidates and we know who they are, it's going to be a lot easier to know what is going on. Alright, let's go. Now let me know in the comment section below who you think is going to win. I'm really curious to see what you guys are saying. Alright, so Spirit Angels, tell me. Show me Mark Carney card. Prime Minister Mark Carney in the Canadian election. Show me the card that represents Mark Carney card in the Canadian election for April 28, 2025. Is he going to become and win officially as the next Prime Minister of Canada? Show me a card that represents Pierre Poilievre. He represents the Conservative Party in Canada on April 28, 2025. Is he going to become the next Prime Minister of Canada? Show me the Canadian election. Ooh, okay. We have here fighting. We have 5 of wands here. There's a battle here. This election is going to be close. We have the moon card. Something is hidden on the top. What is hidden? Loss. The 5 of cups. I wouldn't believe the polls. I wouldn't believe the polls. Something is hidden. Okay. So let's take a look at Mark Carney. Take a look at Mark Carney. I'm not going to make an official call for who's going to become the next Prime Minister because I want to see the landscape as well for Canada to kind of better understand what's going on. But this is McCartney, the Liberal Party. This represents what you call Pierre Poilievre for the Conservative Party. So for the Canadian election, we have here for McCartney, we have the 5 of Pentacles reverse. Walking away, it feels like the tariff does benefit McCartney. It comes through as his main card. Tariffs and the American tariff, specifically 45's policy, does in some way embody Mark Carney's image or popularity. But it also simultaneously at the same exact time, it also hinders his ability because right now 45 has rescinded some of his tariffs, which also does lessen the blow and effects in the Canadian election. We do have here is followed by the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody in a high position of power. This is a chair. It doesn't matter when the chair is upright, that means the person's in power, they win control. They stay in control is reversed. This is on the left side here, which is the past, the future. We have the devil. We have oppression. We have mischievous, shady thing. It's reversed. So let's take a look here. For Pierre Poilievre, we have him represented as the Page of Cups, wishful thinking is reversed. We're telling that wishful thinking, manifestation of fruition is coming to play. We have here the Wheel of Fortune on the path, right? The wheels are turning back for him. He was rejected, he was not able to become Prime Minister. I don't know if he ran in the previous presidential election. Let me find out right now. We're going to find out if he ran in 2021. No. So he did not run in 2021. So this would be his first Canadian federal election. So this would be his first federal election. See how well Pierre Poilievre can do. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are starting to turn back. So this could mean 2 things. It could mean that the Wheel of Fortune turns back, that maybe things were going so well for him, and then because of the tariffs, the support for him starts to go backwards. Like he starts to decline in the polls. It could mean that as well. Or it means that the Conservative Party has been out of power in Canadian politics for quite some time. Maybe it might be more favorable for conservatives. We do also have here as well, we do have here the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is a very interesting card. This is the people handing the transfer of power over to the next leader. We have here, if this card is reversed, this card is reversed because it tells me here that hand over power to the next leader. It's reversed, which means the people did not choose Pierre Poilievre. So they did not choose him. But here, though, when you come and take a look at my Carney card, he has his seat up out of position. He's now in position as Prime Minister. But then we also have here, we have the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles means, the tariff benefiting his ability to win. But this card is what worries me, the Devil card. The oppression, the restriction, right? And here you have what is represented in the Canadian election. What you have here, you have the Page of Swords coming in with bravery, strength, and virtuous. That's the energy, that's the words I'm getting. Bravery, and virtuous. And then you have here underneath that, you also have the Magician, the wielding of the power. Whoever becomes the next Prime Minister will have a massive role to play. And they will change the directory of the way the nation goes. So, to Canadian politics, this election in particular is going to be a very important one for Canada. But if I had to guess, I'm not going to guess. Let's not do that. I'm not going to guess. If I had to say based on the energies that I'm getting and after reading the cards, I would say Mark Carney's favorable. Despite him having bad cards, he's favorable. Pierre Poilievre is not so much. However, there's a but here. There is manipulation, which is represented as the Magician. Someone comes in strongly, and here's manipulation. So, let me ask my handy dandy index cards. If you are new here, welcome. The white cards mean minor arcana, blue, any color cards mean major arcana. Alright, if you have any suggestions you want to add into this deck, let me know in the comment section below and I will add these words in. So Spirit Angels tell me about the Canadian federal election, who is going to win. Okay, there's a lot of cards that just flipped over. We're not going to take that. Okay. Tell me about the Canadian federal election. Okay, give me a card for Mark Carney for the Canadian election, Canadian federal election on April 28th, 2025. Okay. Show me a card that represents Pierre Poilievre for on April 28th, 2025. Is he going to become the next Prime Minister? Okay, show me the Canadian election. What's going on in the Canadian election on April 28th, 2025? Okay. Alright, so the blue card was representing the Canadian. We have your shape shift, then shaping and shifting, then being altered. It's reverse. This fold in between the magician and the page of swords. We have here the results trying to be shifted or changed, but it's not. We have here for Mark Carney, we have innocent. Innocent, yellow card means I am innocent. And then who is for, what's it called? For Pierre Poilievre, we have the Senate in reverse. The Senate in reverse, which means a governmental position. Senate in reverse. Tell me more about this Canadian election. Then they're telling me to take a blue. A light blue or dark blue? Okay. Okay, so light blue means an attack. Okay. We have here what if. What if. Agreement or contract. Okay, so there's an agreement or contract. There's an attack. So this has to be either like a tariff or whatever. There's an agreement or a contract. A contract. Then we have what if. What if something changed? Because we have here, ironically enough, this is the attack is blue, so that represents Pierre Poilievre, and the red represents the liberal what if. And then the thing between them is the agreement and content on what they would do. So really, it should be like this: what if, and an attack. But it's the opposite. It was placed this way: the attack on this side, and what if. That's how they're gonna sell it. So that's what I'm getting in terms of Canadian politics. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, Spirit? They're just telling me to take this one yellow card. We have your fake. Is this election manipulated in any way? We have here, however, so it's avoiding something, it's avoiding information, it's avoiding the answer to the question. So there's something going on here in terms of Canadian politics that's a little bit bizarre. I would say Mark Carney is a little bit more favorable than Pierre Poilievre, but it is still very much up in the air right now. So very much up in the air. I don't see 100% certainty, so this has to be a question that I'm going to have to act again. So hopefully the week of I will act it again. So by the time you see this video, I'm sure things are going to change. Because again, this is April 11th, Friday at 9:28 a.m. which is when I'm recording this video. So that's that. But that's what I'm getting for the Canadian politics. That's really it. I don't really get any other information in regards to that. So that's that. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace out. I love you.